Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, you've just stepped into a place where we uncover strategies, mindset shifts, and lessons to help you win in life. If you like what you see, hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss anything. And to everyone who's already part of this community, thank you. Your support is what keeps us growing and leveling up together. Let's start. Desperation destroys leverage. You ever watch someone walk into a negotiation and lose before they even sit down? It usually happens the moment they reveal desperation, saying things like, "I really need this deal." Game over. The second people know what you want, they know how to control you. Think about job interviews. The candidate who says, "This company is my dream, I'll do anything to work here," has already lost leverage. Compare that to the candidate who says, "I'm exploring opportunities and want to see if we're the right fit for each other." Same skills, same resume. But one walks out with a higher offer. Why? Because neediness signals weakness, and weakness invites exploitation. Machiavelli warned us centuries ago that humans are ruled more by the fear of losing than by the promise of gaining. If they sense you can't walk away, they'll make you crawl. Control comes from wanting less. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The more we value things outside our control, the less control we actually have." This is why power doesn't belong to the man who wants the most. It belongs to the one who appears like he needs nothing at all. Imagine two founders pitching investors. Founder walks in begging for funding, passionately declaring, "Without your support, we're doomed." Founder B calmly says, "We're already profitable, but if there's alignment, we can talk about scaling faster." Guess which one gets better terms? The one who seems detached. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, taught that freedom comes from wanting less of what you cannot control. When you master your desires, you become untouchable. People chase the man who seems already complete, because his validation doesn't depend on anyone. The trap of oversharing. We live in an era where everyone tells you to be authentic, speak your truth, and share everything. But when the stakes are high, oversharing kills power. Think about dating. On a second date, if you say, "I've never felt this way before, I think you might be the one," you believe you're being romantic, but what the other person hears is, "I've already given you all the power." In business, it's the same. Imagine telling a potential client, "We really need this project to survive." Suddenly, they negotiate harder, demand discounts, and hold you hostage because they know your cards. Predictable people get played. Machiavelli taught that appearances control perception, and perception controls power. When people know too much, they can use it against you. Being authentic doesn't mean being transparent. It means being strategic. The power of mystery. The unreadable man moves differently. He speaks less, reveals little, and lets curiosity work in his favor. Why? Because when people don't know, they guess. And here's the trick. They almost always guess upward. Picture two entrepreneurs. One constantly posts on social media about his hustle, his grind, and his next big thing. The other stays quiet, works silently, and lets results speak for themselves. Who do people respect more? The quiet one, the mysterious one. Humans instinctively assume those who speak less know more, have more, and are more. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." You don't need to talk about your greatness. Silence will make people project it onto you. Hide your hunger. Keep your edge. There's nothing wrong with wanting more. Ambition isn't the problem. Exposure is. Think of a lion before the hunt. It doesn't roar to announce its intentions. It stalks silent, unseen, and strikes when it's too late for its prey to react. That's strategy. Yet in real life, people do the opposite. They scream about their goals, announce their dreams, and reveal their deepest desires to anyone who will listen. Then they wonder why they're manipulated. Say you're in a job interview. If you confess, "This role is my dream. I've wanted it for years," you've given away power. But if you calmly say, "I'm exploring roles to see where I can create the most impact," you flip the dynamic. Seneca, another Stoic, said it best. "The wise man is content with himself. The fool seeks validation from others." Want what you want, but never advertise your hunger, because the man who hides his appetite eats first. The art of disappearing. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is vanish. Imagine a man who disappears for 6 months. No updates, no announcements, no noise. Then one day, he returns, leaner, sharper, wealthier. A business launched, a body transformed, a completely different man. People are stunned, not just because of his growth, but because they never saw it coming. That's the quiet build, the Machiavellian strategy of preparing invisibly and striking when no one expects it. The Stoics believed the same. Mastery of the self matters more than performance for the crowd. The less people know about your moves, the harder it is for them to block you. Disappear when needed, work in silence, and let your transformation blindside them. Speak less, control more. When people ask, "So, what are you working on?" don't give them the playbook. Don't brag. Don't over-explain. Just smile and say, "We'll see." That tiny dose of mystery sticks with them, and suddenly they're the ones wondering, speculating, and overanalyzing. And speculation? That's leverage. Machiavelli understood this perfectly. The one who controls information controls perception, and perception is everything. The less they know, the more they react. The more they react, the more you control. Shadows over spotlights. History's most powerful figures didn't announce their plans. Alexander the Great, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk. They didn't scream for attention. They moved silently, let people underestimate them, and revealed their results only when they were undeniable. The unreadable man follows the same code. He doesn't overshare. He doesn't explain. He doesn't beg for validation. He builds in silence, moves strategically, and by the time he steps into the light, it's already too late for anyone to stop him. Marcus Aurelius would call it self-mastery. Machiavelli would call it control of perception. I call it power, the rule of silence. Next time you feel the urge to tell the world your plans, your dreams, your secrets, stop. Let silence be your armor. Let patience be your weapon. Let mystery become your leverage. Because the storm that announces itself can be avoided, but the one that brews quietly, that's the one nobody survives. Be the shadow they can't predict. Be the move they never saw coming. Be unreadable. Before you go, remember this. Knowledge is power, but only if you use it. If today's video gave you something to think about, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us on this journey of growth, strategy, and mastery. To everyone already subscribed, you're the reason we keep pushing forward. Until next time, stay sharp, stay unreadable, and keep winning.